Okay guys, so I'm back with another live video modeling something, and I do need a mount for my D-Link webcam. It's gonna sit on my 3D printer. So what I need is I need a mount. I actually lost the original mount. So I need something here, and I want to be able to maybe twist it, turn it, and also should be able to adjust the angle. I don't know how that's gonna work, but let's just get started and model something. First of all, let's take some measurements. So this is 37 in diameter. So let's just start with that. Over to my screen. So here we go. Okay, so made this circle on the top plane, and I'm doing an offset. The offset's gonna go outside. Sometimes it's a negative number, and sometimes it's positive. So you just have to figure that out. This is a positive number. So how thick do we need this mount to be? I'm thinking 2 or 3 millimeter. Let's do it 3 millimeter. Pretty easy. So I'm gonna finish this sketch, extrude it. So I'm gonna extrude this up, and I'm not sure how high we need it. We don't need it very high. I'm thinking maybe 30 should be fine. Yeah, let's do 30. But of course we also need a bottom, because now this is just a tube. So let's extrude our sketch again. Let's do it negative. Let's do it down. -3 should be okay. Yeah, let's just start with that and see. So I'm gonna change the transparency, the color on my parts. I'm gonna do ABS white. That's A for appearance, and you just find ABS white under plastic. Of course you can change the color on this one if you want something else, maybe yellow, or yeah, do whatever you want. Let's do it yellow. We could maybe do a fillet here. Let's do it 3 millimeter fillet here, just for better looks. Actually, fillets in this direction doesn't print too good, because we have layers now building up the fillet, and yeah, you have to go low on the layers to get a nice fillet. But let's just do it anyway. Chamfers does print better in this direction. If it was fillets in this direction, it would print good. So if you have any questions, just drop a comment down below. And we need some holes in this guy. At this point, I'm not sure how we are going to make it. Let's do an offset plane. So let's just offset this 37 divided by 2 plus 3 should make it just outside. So let's draw something here. let's first project our body. So P for project, and select body in the selection filter, and hit click the body and just OK. So let's find our the center of this body. Should be about here, and I'm gonna do a line, maybe like 5mm up. I'm thinking using we are going to use some screws here, so let's just try with, let's do it 6mm. We can change this later anyway. And let's do a C for circle. I'm gonna make that yeah, let's do it 12. So this is now 12 since I connected to this point, and we have 6mm here, so this would be 12. What we can do is just make the body construction lines. So just double click the line and hit X on the keyboard, and you have construction lines. I'm gonna extrude this guy. I'm gonna extrude it actually 2 ways. I'm gonna do 1mm outside, and in the extrude palette I'm gonna choose 2 sides. So for the second side we can try to use not distance but 2 object, and click our body, and it should extrude exactly into the body and do join. We do OK. That looks fine to me. We can actually mirror this guy now. So let's do that. Let's go to create, mirror. We're going to choose in the mirror palette, we're going to choose features. I'm going to click my extrude and select mirror plane, this plane, and just OK. Well, we should have that on both sides, so that's what we want. This is great, and let's make a hole. So I'm just gonna click this face, and I'm gonna do H for hole command. We can just drag this center over to this center, so it snaps in place. We can do this all through our body. The size of this hole, let's do it 3.5. Or should we... I'm just thinking about how we're gonna mount this thing. If we're gonna screw from the inside and out, or from the outside and in. I'm not sure at this point. Let's make this 2.5. We can always drill it up, make it bigger. So it's better to have it smaller than too big. Whatever we decide for later. Do OK for that one. We could maybe do a chamfer here. 1mm chamfer, just for a nicer look. What do you think? Then we don't need supports, so it removes the need for supports. That's nice. We'll do this one as well. The thing is that, let me show you. So this this thing has the power supply going inside here. So we need to make a hole, because this one we can take out and we can put it inside later. So let's measure this guy. It's about 10 millimeter wide and 8 millimeter thick. So we need a hole for that. Sorry for that. So we can measure this hole as well, just to see what they did. So it's actually 8 by 10. Well, I would like to make it a little bit bigger. So now we need to place this rectangle, and we want this line to be, we want this point to be on the middle of this line. So we're gonna do the midpoint constraint. I'm just gonna click the line and the point. Doesn't matter which, if you do the point first, then the line, and then or the line first, doesn't matter. I do think it's a little bit high. Let's do 9. 9 by 12. I'm gonna finish the sketch and do an extrude. So it doesn't matter if we do it on this side or that side. So let's do it on that side. And this should print just fine. We can bridge this. I don't think we need support here. So this should do it for us. And now we need something, sort of a mount down, so we can screw a mount around this holder, so we can screw it somewhere, you know, fix it somewhere on the wall or on our 3D printer. And we need to connect these guys so this one can twist. So let's make an we're gonna create a component from this body. So the link holder. I'm gonna click the body, right click the body and create components from body. Now we have this component. And we are gonna do a new component. So this is gonna be like D-link holder stand or something. So let's just start draw something. I'm gonna draw something on the top plane, and we can project our body. Actually, we can do entities and do just the inside and this outside. Okay, so let's do a rectangle, and we want a center rectangle. Just gonna draw it out a little bit. So if this is for our 2020 extrusions on the 3D printer, we should make this 20 wide. And let's do it 60 long, just for a starter. it might not be enough. It depends on where we want our screws to be. If you want them outside or under, I'm not sure at this point. Let's just start extruding this guy. So E for extrude, and just pick all the profiles. And I want this to be offset. So I'm going to choose offset plane in the extrude palette. So let's offset this, I don't know, maybe 5. So we're going to do -5. We might need more. It depends on how much we want our body to tilt. So let's do -10. Then we have some room to tilt it, which we want. And okay. So let's do A for appearance, and I'm going to drag also my yellow ABS color over to this body. So now we want to connect these two, and for that I think I want to draw something on this face here. Let's do a new construction plane on this face. So it's gonna be not offset, it's gonna be just on the face. And create a sketch here, and we can do P for project and entities. Click this face and do OK. So we're also going to do project this guy, our lower part. So let's do L for line and click the outer circle and just drag it down and hold shift. If you hold shift, you get the tangent constraint. We want that, and we want it straight down like this. Same on the other side. Finish sketch, and let's do an extrude now. We'll make this 3 mm. The only thing I don't like about this is that this thing cannot twist. So if we did want it to twist, we can of course do that in different ways. But let's just keep on going here now with mirroring the last extrude. So go to create mirror and do features, select our extrude and mirror plane, choose this guy, and OK. So we have that on the other side as well. So now this is what we have. So what we could do like a center hole here. Let's just grab the center of the hole and bring it over to this point. Then we are able to actually, you know, if we only do one screw, this should be able to twist around our screw. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is, of course, we can just make this hole bigger. What we could do is like move this to to the side, and so that we can actually twist the camera inside this body. Something like this. That's also an option. I'm not sure what is the best way. So -10. Of course, this is not so easy to bridge. So if you do it like this when printing, we would need to have support here. But I guess that's okay. So let's just do both ways. Doesn't really matter. But I would like, actually I would like this guy to be smaller, so it doesn't stick outside this one. So let's go back to our stand. Let's do some measurements. So click inspect and click this face and this face. So it's 4.5 millimeter. Let's go back to our sketch. So we need to do 16 minus 9. So this is nice. And what we could do here now is we could chamfer either this edge. Let me see, this edge is 5 millimeter. So if we do 5 millimeter here, we get a result like this. What if we also do this one? That would not work. So what if we do this one? Is that nicer? Let's just try and see what would be the best option. What if we also do a chamfer here? That does not look good. Not sure what would be the best option actually. What if we do a fillet here? I guess that's okay. Let's try something else. Let's try with a fillet here at 5. F for fillet. What if we do that and maybe a chamfer here? Not sure how we're gonna do this. What do you guys think? Not sure. We can always change it later. Let's have a look at the chamfer version again. I think I like the fillet side better. I think we're gonna do the fillet version. So let's do all the corners in a fillet. Actually, what we also could do is that we could make this narrower. It doesn't need to be 20. So let's have a look at that. Let's just first see how wide is this guy. This is 10. So what if we do it 10? Doesn't really need to be wider. I'm gonna do this whole 5mm, because we could, if you have 4mm T-nuts or hammer nuts, then you can use that, or 5. This is of course for mounting on the V slots, which is 2020. If we do like to have it like this, we could also do some chamfers on the side here. Maybe something like this. And also on the inside. So my chamfer I lost my chamfer. Let's do the inside first. Just 1mm. And then another chamfer on the outside. 3mm. Something like this. Now we have to figure out how to connect these guys. Because screwing inside and from inside and out is not a good option. The screws will be in conflict with this D-link cam. So what I would like to achieve is to screw from the outside here, and let's measure. So from the outside and in, we have 7mm. And that should actually be okay using a M3 by 6 or M3 by 8. You can do M3 by 8 with a washer. It should be about right. But I think I want a thicker part here. So let's go back to our holder. I'm gonna go back here. So I want this guy a little bit thicker. Yeah. So I'm gonna do extrude this 2mm out. And now we have to change our chamfer. And I do want to make these 2 distances. So I want 1mm outside, but I want 2 inside, like this. That is great. Okay, so of course now we need to change the dimension on this one. Not that one. So we need 2 more millimeter here. 53. Like that. No. I'm gonna delete this fillet and that chamfer over there. So this one should print just fine. I want these holes to be a little bit bigger, so these are now 2.5 in diameter, so I'm just gonna press pull it, really. Negative 0.5. The same on the other side. I'm gonna control click this face, like that. So now this is, let's do inspect and click our edge. So the diameter now is 3.5, which is fine. And this one is 2.5. Which means we can actually use this as threads. It will self-thread inside the inner body. And actually, I think I want to go with this design. I want to print it and test it. And then I can come back to you with the results. So let me just show you how I export this into Cura. I'm going to tools and make and just click this body and do OK. So D-link holder, whatever name you find. And this one doesn't have a name, so let's call it the link stand or something. Let's save that. Let's go to Cura. Actually, I'm gonna start another session of Cura because I need this to be live. Actually, I'm gonna show you something because I need one more part of this. This is for another project, but I need a mirrored part, so I'm just gonna click it and hit M for mirror. And then I need to flip it, so need to flip it like this way actually. And do R for rotate. And just flip it 180, like that. Then can slice this as well, and I need to print that one soon. Let's go to my other session of Cura now and import our D-link. Let's take both of them. So I'm gonna move this a little bit. Doesn't need to be, I don't like them to be so close. Negative 10 maybe, like this. And yeah, I do think we need support inside here. Let me rotate this 180 so it's easier for me to show you what I am going to do. So let's go to I don't know if I'm gonna print this in PETG or PLA, doesn't really matter too much. I want another profile. I wanted to print a little bit quicker because I might be doing some changes. So let's do 0.2. And when I print round objects, I don't like to use sharpest corner. It doesn't give us a good result. So I'm going to user specified, and we can do it on the back or on the front. Let's do it on the back because we have this hole here on the front, which means our we can have a look. So if we go to preview, I'm not going to use brim on this. Let's change to skirt. So if I now go to line type and choose also travels, we will see that we have our C-seam on the back side here. You can see that just here. This is the C-seam on this round object. So it will be on the same place all the way through, which is better than have it like all the way, you know, different places, because it looks like blobs if you do that. So this is what I like. Maybe you like something else, but here is something strange going on. This is very strange. I don't know what this is. Should not be there. So yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna fix this, and I will get back to you with the results, and I can post the image of the results on YouTube when it's done. So thanks for joining in, and see you guys soon. Remember to subscribe.